Assalamualaikum everyone. Apologies for being late. I just got free from my other class. All right. Where were we the last time around? Hmm, we were doing something. Why can I not remember what? Also, I think I forgot again to put you the marks on your tests again. Inshallah, by I'll try to do it. The last thing that I remember doing is finding off the turning point. Okay, today we're going to do the third aspect of your algebra, which is going to be, and also, can you guys hear me clearly? Um, is my voice clear, Saad?
Yes, sir.
All right. Because the internet's a bit weird today, so just let me know if anyone cannot hear me. Okay, at the same time, in our previous class, we were done with differentiation and its application. So, mm, what do I mean by its application is that, we simply had to solve for differentiation, and then we needed to figure out how to differentiate something. And then it's further applications, like how is differentiation used to find the gradient and the turning point and whatnot. And if we go back up to our, like, to the very beginning of algebra, is going to be around here somewhere. I told you guys, okay, I did not tell you guys, I should have told you guys, that there are three aspects of algebra that we're going to study. We did expressions, then we did equations, and now we're going to lastly do, which is what you may call um, inequalities, before we move on to trigonometry and geometry. Okay, all right. So inequalities are probably the easiest concept out of all three of them. So when we are discussing inequalities, what is going to happen is that, if to sum it all up, it just means that we're going to be including greater than, less than signs. You're also in place of and is equals to sign in terms of when we did equations. Now we're going to do not is equals to sign, although that's like really rare, never truly occurs at your level. And then you're going to have the same, greater than is equal to, and less than is equals to. Is this clear, people? Okay. The one golden rule that is for inequalities is that it's very simple, is that division or multiplication of, or you can say by, a negative number results in the flipping of the inequality sign. So division or multiplication by a negative number results in flipping the inequality sign. That's basically just the one rule that we have. So now what's going to happen? What you're simply going to do is, um, let's just say that there's an example, minus 2x is less than 8. Now, if I solve this further, it's going to become minus 2x is less than 8. You are going to obviously make x the subject. So minus 2 is going to go over to the other end. Now you're dividing by a negative number. So technically, it should your answer, if nothing special is done, your answer is going to be minus 4. But we flip the sign. We're going to flip the sign. And when we flip the sign, so your final answer is going to look somewhat like x is greater than minus 4. Clear? Okay. That is always going to happen whenever there is division or multiplication by a negative number. Keep that in mind. It results in flipping the inequality sign. Whatever it is, less than equal to, you just change its direction. Also, one other example that students, do not like is that when there's a bunch of inequalities, like for example, it's kind of like this: minus 2 x plus 4, x minus 4. Oh, sorry, it's kind of like, 7 or something like that. When this type of situation occurs, what you're going to do is that you're going to break it in two halves. So it's going to be minus 2 and x plus 4, and it's going to be x plus 4 and 7. So what's going to happen now? I'm simply going to be minus 2 minus 4 is less than x, equal to x, and it's going to become minus 6 is less than equal to x. And on the other end, you're simply going to have x is less than 7 plus 4. So x is going to be less than 11. And finally, you just simply group them together. When you're writing down your final answer, do not write them down in a broken form. You write them down together. So it's kind of like this. Clear? Now, how do we showcase these on the number line? That is extremely important. What is going to happen? Like, I hope everyone knows what a number line is. Yes, whoever's got their hand up, please tell me what's up.
Sir, will we be doing 7 minus 4 instead?
We absolutely will. Thank you, sir. Yes. And also avoid calculation mistakes like these. Well done, Zoya. At least someone's paying attention. All right. So, what's going to happen is a number line, if you're trying to plot them on the number line. Now, what's going to happen? This is my number line. I hate drawing number line. Let's say 0, 1, 2, 3. This is 3, 1. That's too close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 1. And we need minus 4 too. Imagine that this is the number line. So if I'm plotting this guy first on the number line, how is it going to be? X is greater than minus 4. So it's just simply going to be like a circular thingy. And you're going to draw a straight line. But because it's continuing, there is no limit to x. It just has to be greater than minus 4. So draw an arrow over here. Just to show that, it's crazy. Clear, guys? Anyone who does not get this? All right. Now let's look at the other guy. What's going to happen to the other one? I'm going to label it with pink. So, for example, now it says minus 6 is inclusive of x. Okay. And it needs to be less than 3. So it's going to be like this. Now, the issue is the first thing that we noticed was that there's no arrow because x is limited to 6 and minus 3. Secondly, it says minus 6 is inclusive of x, like x is less than, greater than, but equal to minus 6. So you're just going to fill the dot up. Whereas the one without the 3 sign, the one without these equals to sign is just going to be left as it is. Is there anyone who doesn't understand this? Clear? Okay. I'm just going through with this as quickly as I can because I think this is like really easy, personally. If there's anything that you guys don't get, do stop me. Okay. One more thing. If a line is like this, that means it is greater than, is equal to, or less than is equal to. Depends on whichever inequality we use. But one thing is for certain that n is equal to will be there. And at the same time, if a line is dotted, like this, if there's a dotted line, that means it's just greater than or less than. Oops. Is there anyone who does not understand this? All right. Now, let's move on to graphs. They're easy too, they're not that hard. Imagine a line like this. And let's just say that this is, y is equal to x something. Okay. If I were to indicate a portion of this graph above the line, like this, I never know which shade, how much shade is appropriate. So we're just going to stick till here. What does that indicate? That is indicating the inequality is y is greater than x. Greater than is equal to, that is going to depend on the dottedness of the line. Clear? So, for example, if the line was dotted like this, then it would have been less than is equal to, or whatever it would have been. So, regardless of that, y is greater than x. At the same time, if I am shading below the line, like this, that indicates that you have just shaded a region which is going to be described by the inequality y is less than x, or x is greater than y, or if it were to be a dotted line, although also that dotted line like completely vanished for some reason. I hope it's still there, like this. If that is the case, if it had been a dotted line, then it would have simply been less than x. But if it had been a solid line, it would have been, both cases can be there. Any questions regarding this, guys? Now, regardless of where your line is, your line can be like this, your line can be like this. Always remember, on top of the line, like above the line or towards the left of the line, y is greater than x. Whereas Sorry. Whereas below the line, towards the right of the line, y is always less than x. You're going to, whatever the equation can be, like for example, if the equation is y is equal to 2x plus 3, that's the original equation. If you're shading above that, then it's going to be y is greater than 2x plus 3. Similarly, y is less than 2x plus 3 if you're shading below it. Clear, guys? Okay. Let's look into what you may call. Once we're done with this, we'll do a fun activity. Alright, too much math is boring. Okay. Hmm. Imagine a curve. Okay. If I am shading outside of the curve, where did this pink become? Oh, I've been using the wrong pink. If I'm shading outside of the curve, this is actually pretty fun to do. If I'm shading outside of the curve, what type of inequality do you think would determine this? Yes, guys. Wow. Money is on time. Yes. Any bright ideas by anyone? If this is, let's say, the graph of y is equal to x squared. Wait, whoever's got their hand up. Who is it? Somebody got their hand up? But yes, Basit.
Sir, we can call it a quadratic inequality.
Yeah, we will. But okay, what sort of inequality will indicate shading the region on the outside? And what sort of inequality will contribute to shading the region inside the graph?
Less
Quality
than for outside.
less than for what?
Less than simple for outside.
Okay, so you're saying y should be less than x if I'm shading on the outside, right? Who agrees with Basil? Yes, no one agrees with Basit. That is something. Well, Basit is lied, right? Actually, I think I shaded the opposite way around. Okay, but what can we do? Um, this region is going to indicate y is less than what you may call um, less than equal to, or y is going to be less than x. Whereas this region is going to indicate y is greater than, is equal to. Clear? Is there anyone who has any issues with this? So whenever it is below the graph, less than, above the graph, greater than. Clear? Is there anyone who is having trouble with this? Comprehending this? All right. Usually students ask me this question. Okay, I'll ask it on your behalf because apparently you guys are not asking me. That's just some weird looking shape. Oh no. What if the graph was inverted? That's what students ask me. Well, I say it doesn't matter. If it's above, oops. If it's above like this. Kindly ignore my drawing skills. If it's above like this, and if it's below the graph, it does not matter. Again, the same thing is going to apply. Less than, greater than. Clear? Is there anyone who still doesn't get this? Anyone at all who's having issue with this? Okay, let's do something fun. Hmm. What to do? What to do? Hmm. Let me think. Okay, let's do a collective question, which I'll ask each and every one of you. So let's make it fun. Hmm. Imagine this. This is a question. Oh no, I'll have to draw it again. Wait, I think I can copy it from somewhere. Just give me a moment. If it's possible to copy it from somewhere, it will be so much easier. Hmm. Just a moment. I want to copy an older question down, but that will give some of you an unwanted advantage because some of you might have done it before with me. Hmm. Wait, guys. Yes, hello guys. Can you guys hear me? Hello.
Yes.
All right. Apologies about that. I don't know what happened to my internet. It just completely went away. Okay, I was showing you guys a question before I logged out, which was this one. Yes. Okay. One by one, kindly try to solve this question. And the inequalities, let me show you the entire question. The inequalities are given to you. You have to shade the region defined by these inequalities. And the graphs of the equations of these inequalities are already provided. So take your time. Whoever tells me first, it's it's another bonus mark, I think. Just let me know when you're done, guys. Fahad done. Saad,
Yes, sir.
Fahad, what's your region?
Yes, sir.
What's the answer?
So, like, we have to share it. So, like, how do I tell the answer?
Yeah, that is true. I was kind of like trying to figure that out. Okay, just tell me where.
So, below the horizontal line and towards the right of the vertical line.
This is the vertical line
Yes, sir.
below the horizon. Are you talking about this region?
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys, we have the first results coming in. Fahad is saying, Fahad, what's your favorite color?
Purple.
Purple. Fahad is saying that it's supposed to be this. Saad, do you agree with him?
So I think that the entire region below the horizontal line should be colors.
Okay, the entire thing below the horizontal line should be covered. Okay. Which part? The below the horizontal line. Okay. What's your favorite color? Saad?
White.
White. Saad, who loves white? Is it even a color?
Yes, sir.
That's a nice choice. I did not know. Okay, everything below the horizontal line like this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is Saad's and that's Fahad's. Who's done next? Come on, guys. It should not take you this time. What about you, Basit? Basit. Yes, Basit. Tell us your answer, please.
Wait, sir.
What?
Wait, sir.
All right. Sir, I'm waiting for you. Zoya's here. Yes, Zoya. What's your favorite color?
Sir, I actually have a question.
Okay, Zoya. Not your favorite color. Yes, Zoya.
Yeah, so are we supposed to do all of them? Like right now, are you solving y is less than or equal to 4, or do we have to solve all of them and then add?
All of them. You have to shade the region defined by the inequalities. So four inequalities are given, and all of them you have to shade the region which is enclosed by all of them.
Oh,
Clear?
thank
Okay.
you.
All right. I thought Zoya was going to ask me what is my favorite color. It's all right. Yes, Khushi, what about you? None?
Yes, sir, I'm done.
All right, Khushi. Tell us your answer.
So I agree with Fahd for the region which all the inequalities satisfy.
Sorry, Khushi, could you repeat that?
I agree in the first graph, sir, where the region, the purple one, where the inequality
Okay.
satisfies.
Okay, what's your favorite color, Khushi?
Sir, pink,
Why did I have a feeling that Khushi's favorite color was pink? Khushi, which shade of pink? We have lots to choose from.
light pink.
With this one, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. So Khushi agrees with Fahad, and their color remains purple-ish. Okay, is there anyone who is done? What about you, Hamdan? Yes, Hamdan.
Sir, I agree with Fahad too.
Okay, what's your favorite color?
Sir, green.
Wow. Which shade of green? I've got like lots and lots of green.
Sir, any works.
How about a vibrant green? Like a neon.
Yeah.
That sounds nice. Okay, let's see what sort of color this makes. Okay, Hamdan agrees with Fahad too. Yes, Ishal, do we have a favorite color and an answer from you as well? Ishal. Ishal has passed out. Okay, we'll come back to Ishal. Honey, what about you? Honey. Honey has also passed out.
Yes,
Yes, Honey, what's the answer?
teacher, I'm doing it.
All right, no worries. Rani, any progress?
Sir, I'm still doing it.
All right. Zoya, what about you? Done?
I'm doing it, sir.
Guys, why are you taking so long? Is Google not helping? Hmm. Sad, why do you like white?
It's simple.
Yeah, it is actually. But I don't like white. I think it's too bland. Like it's too monotonous. What do you think? And do you like everything in white?
Yes, sir, but that's why I like it.
Yeah, I think I agree with you in the simplicity of it. Like, clothes look nicer in white. Yeah. Cars do not. I don't like white cars. I have a thing against white cars. I cannot get a car which is white. I need a colored car. I also cannot get a black car. I don't like black or white cars. I think that is the case. Sad, if you were to buy a car, would you buy it white too?
No, sir, I would buy it black.
You would buy black. But, At your age, I used to love black cars too. But when I grew up, I realized that they are very difficult to maintain because they get dirty very often, because the dust and the mud accumulates on them. So you have to have someone to clean them like every hour or two. It's kind of like a white interior of a car would be so good. Like if you have like white seats, be good.
Yes, sir.
Think of making, I'm thinking of doing that now. You should have white interiors. What do you think, Fab? White interior sounds nice.
Yes, sir. Sir, and white and brown.
Right. Yeah, like the area around the gearbox would be like brown and stuff, like caramelish, and the seats would be white. That would look cool. Hmm, that would look cool. Basit, we're waiting on you. Basit has.
Sir, I agree with the first graph.
All right, Basit. Why, Basit? Why do you agree with the first graph, Basit? I do not agree with it,
Sir,
by
it
the way.
feels right.
It feels right. Okay. Wow. What's your favorite color, Basit? I think you told me your favorite color is like orange.
Blue.
Blue, I think, yeah. Wasn't that? I was close. I was not that off. Okay. Yes, no. Oh, honey is here. Yes, honey.
Sir, I think the second graph is correct.
Wow. What is your favorite color, honey?
Uh, Let me think.
Yellow.
Oh,
Yellow.
yes. Yes, yellow. Okay, yeah.
Wow. Why did I guess that? That is so creepy. I literally took a guess. I literally took a wild guess. It was yellow. I think it's because I don't like yellow. Anything in
It's
yellow feels like a taxi for some reason. And I don't know why I'm talking about cars so much. Wait, let me shade all of this yellow. Okay, who's left now? Raheem hasn't told us an answer. Ishal has been silent. And Zoya and Hamdan are also not speaking. Guys, whenever you're ready, we'll accept your answers. Just let me know when you're done. Yeah, Zoya done. Zoya.
Yeah, sir, I don't know how to do this.
Okay, no worries. What about you, Rani?
Sir, I don't understand the question.
Okay, and Hamdan?
Miss, I already gave my answer.
When?
Miss, I said the first graph.
Oh, your favorite color was green.
Yeah.
Okay, I will do it now. And if anyone's wondering, my favorite color is red. Okay, let's see now. What just happened? Oops, I copied down the solution. Thankfully, no one saw that. I'm going to copy this down. First of all, I want to determine the equations of these inequalities. So an equation of this inequality would be y is equal to 4, right? Common sense. This would be x is equal to 0. This would be, if these were not inequalities but were equations, because graphs are not formed of inequalities, graphs are formed of equations. Inequalities determines entire regions. So this would have been y is equal to x plus 4, and this would have been simply y is equal to x squared plus 2x plus 2. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to label them 2. So this is, let's say, equation 1, 2, 3. This is going to be 4. Clear? Also, how am I going to solve this question? First, I need to know which equation is which. So y is equal to 4 is definitely this line. So this is equation 1. Because it's a horizontal line, and even though it's not shaded, like it's not said that it is at 4, there is no other horizontal line. So obviously the only horizontal line is going to be the one y is equal to 4. Okay. Line 2 suggests x is equal to 0. Where is x is equal to 0? On the y-axis. So technically the y-axis is the second line. This is your y-axis. X is equal to 0. Is this clear, Zoya Rani?
Yes, sir.
All right. The third equation is a straight line, but it has some sort of gradient, x plus 4, and it's so obviously it's going to be the only straight line over here, this guy. And then I'm left with only one curve, and that's my quadratic equation. Okay. Now I'm going to look at them each individually. The first one says y is less than 4. That means that because it says less than, you have to shade below the line. I always told you if it says y is less than, you have to shade below the line. Okay. So we're going to shade below the line. It says, secondly, x is greater than 0. Okay. Okay, this might be a bit confusing because there is no y over here, but common sense, guys. If x is greater than 0, that means x is a positive number, and all x greater than 0s are on the right-hand side of the x-axis. Clear? As you move towards the x-axis. So I'm going to have to shade to the right of this line. Clear? So currently it's below this line to the right of this line. Then it says y is less than x plus 4. If it says y is less than x plus 4, that means I need to shade below this line. All right, whenever it says less than, you shade below. Is this clear, guys? Okay, so you're going to be shading towards the right of this axis, below this line, but over here it says y is greater than this quadratic equation. So what does that mean? You have to shade above this, like over here. You have to shade above. But there is one slight problem now. The problem says what? You cannot go beyond this line. So you have to shade everything below over here. Okay. So for example, if I were to shade everything. So what does it state? It states that I have to shade everything up to this point over here. I cannot go beyond this line. Then secondly, it states that I need to shade below this line, but I cannot go towards the other side. So I need to shade it like this. Okay. Then it states that I need to shade below this line too. So the horizontal line is going to be like this too. Clear? And lastly, it says that I need to shade above this graph. Now tell me which is the most concentrated region where all the inequalities are overlapping. That means that you have to shade below this, you have to shade below this, you have to shade to the right of this, and you have to shade above this. So it's kind of like this. You have to shade below this, to the right of this, above this, but below this. So that means you are left with, and you can clearly see that this region is the most overlapped one. All of the rest regions are not that overlapped. So now, if I wipe all of this off, that means that my graph is not going to be shaded like this way. The region defined by my graph is like this. And you're just going to have to shade it. Clear, guys? Zoya, Rani, everyone, this is correct. And you guys were almost right with this, apart from the fact that, guys, you have to shade to the right of this and above this curve. So how can you shade below this curve? You have to shade above this curve. Clear? Is there anyone who does not understand this? Zoya, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
All right, Rani, any questions regarding this?
No, sir.
All right. Is this clear? Okay. Now we're going to practice this more in tomorrow's class. You guys can run off now. Keep smiling. Bye bye. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, I wanted to ask if we are done with graphs or will we study more later?
Oh, obviously more later there. Because the reason why I have stopped graphs for this period of time is because graphs with links to equations are done. Now what I'm going to do next after inequalities is sketching. And then from sketching, I will continue into coordinate geometry. So graphs with coordinate geometry, like, plotting gradients, y-intercepts and stuff. I have not done that yet. I've just explained to you which equations form which graphs. Clear?
Yeah.
That stuff's easy and we'll be able to run through it. So what I'll do is that I'll try to go through it quickly because we want to be done with the syllabus as well. We have like a month. My deadline was 15th of March. I think I can still make it. I might have to take a makeup or two, but I think I'll make it because the rest of the topics are like more, you just put in the formula, get these guys. Guys, can you guys hear me?
Sir?
Yes, honey.
Sir, what will be the timing for Ramadan?
Oh, yes. I'll let you know because I think when will the fast break? You guys are 2 hours away from me, right? So it's kind of like at
Uh,
7. My class begins at
no, I
6:40.
guess like
Sorry?
at 6, I guess. At 6 we have Maghrib, I guess.
Hmm. Well, something will have to be done. What I'll try to do is that I'll try to push your classes up. Like mid-evening, I think. But most of you are at school. That's the issue too. If you guys are at home during the Ramadan, then okay, we'll let you know. I'll think of something.
Okay, but I don't have school, so I am free.
But the problem is, honey, we cannot ditch everyone else. That's the
Okay,
issue.
okay, sir.
All right. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Allah Hafiz.
Okay, that is.
Last question.
Allah Hafiz. What's up, Ishal? Can you hear me?